The return of one of the world's biggest bands, K-pop supergroup BTS, hit the stage. Just as I went like that, the picture changed. Kicked off their world tour Thursday. It's a comeback tour after a 4-year hiatus. More than 40,000 fans attended this outside Seoul. Even though there was a lot of heavy rain during the show, couldn't keep people away. The performance focused heavily on the group's new music, but of course there were some throwback numbers with some unexpected choices. BTS will soon hit the road, performing roughly 80 concerts in a tour expected to rake in more than $1 billion globally. BTS has taken the K-pop world and just the pop world in general by storm after forming in 2013. The group's latest album, Arirang, is its 7th to debut at #1 on the Billboard 200, selling a record 4 million copies in one day, but it's not their first major milestone. BTS has charted 4 #1 albums faster than any group since the Beatles. They're also the first K-pop group ever to be nominated for a Grammy. Nicole Fell joins us now. She's an assistant editor at The Hollywood Reporter. They gave me all of this room to dance. Your girl doesn't dance, okay? We're going to leave it to them. What are your biggest highlights from the concert?
I think the biggest highlights are absolutely getting to see what set list they decided to go with. I think there were a few ways the group could have went, which was, leaning heavily on older songs since they've been away for a while, or going headfirst into their new album, Arirang, which is what they ended up doing.
Okay, so you mentioned they've been away for a while. Tell us why, and do they seem different?
Yeah, so the group, after their massive 2022 concert in Busan, South Korea, announced that they'd begin their mandatory military enlistment that all Korean men who are eligible have to serve before their 30th birthday. So for the last 4 years, the group's been completing their military service. I think this album and even just seeing them perform this night of the first night of the tour is pretty clear that they've matured quite a lot in the last 4 years they've been away, but also shown that the fan base is just as dedicated as ever.
Do they still seem like they like each other and they like performing?
Absolutely. The group released a documentary a few weeks ago and did a big performance in Seoul. And if you had shown any fan of the group those clips and clips from 5 years ago, I don't think they could have been able to tell the difference between the
Wow.
two. It's like no time had passed.
What do you think Thursday's show can tell us about what to expect for the rest of the tour?
I think absolutely that fans can expect that this is not going to be a greatest hits tour. This is going to be the next step in their journey. They played almost the entirety of their new album. They were able to sprinkle in some fan favorites, but they also really doubled down on the fact that they are back together as a group. Despite all releasing solo songs over the last few years, none of them were performed at the concert. It was only group songs.
Very interesting and symbolic. Nicole Fell, thank you so much.
Thank you.